Back out and say, okay, now. We're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Let's pick it up. It's out. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. But now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
46 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On third and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go, D. Get up. Kill.
Mayfield down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Rashawn Gary, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Alert! Hurry!
Check back 21. Come on, boy.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's it. 180. Number 53. Mike 53. All day,
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 47 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
On the set.
The The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Open man is Winfrey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Kings.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Give me some.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Run. SOS.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a 3rd one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
53.
Lock working out of the gun. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
First down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Now Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
180. Hey, watch your leg. Begin. Pistol.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Mayfield eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. A beautiful fake. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Real.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Escapes the defender. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm here all day.
Hey. I need one over here. Bravo.
46 to Mike. 46. Hey. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Hey, keep it. Hey.
Get it.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken from the 7.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got one.
And again, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They give to Taylor, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot. Yo, 5.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
3 buzz.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Here's Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Hunt, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set. 180.
52 is the mic. Go. Go.
Cut.
52 is the mic. Mike,
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They run right side with Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's the fullback. 30 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
53.
Come on.
36-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
From the 36, Locke buying time to his left. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To throw it is Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Locke to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Flushed out right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 33-yard line.
Pick your game up.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3 down, 3 down.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it.